नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the Sarvanyapita Kartas, Yajamans, manifestors, Sarvaparityagis, Shri Mahans, Kotaris, Tanidars, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Kailasas, E-Gurukul students, Kailasas, NHU students, everyone. Paramashiva Ganas, Paramashivoham Season 10 participants, all those sitting with us on Kailasa TV, Kailasas NTV, Kailasas HNTV, and other social media platforms such as YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and Twitter. I welcome all of you with my love and respect.
Nityanandam. The Ganesha Chaturthi celebrations culminating on the Ganesh Chaturthi, the day of avatar of flag hoisting, between 9:45 a.m. and 10:45 a.m. across all the Sarvajna Pithas with the grace and the blessings of His Divine Holiness Swamiji. This year, the Ganesha Chaturthi, the day of the avatar of Shri Ganesha, the happening of Shri Ganesha, falls on the 22nd of August 2020 Indian Standard Time. On account of this, we, all the devotees and disciples of His Divine Holiness Swamiji, offer the Mandagappadi, the traditional offering at the feet of His Divine Holiness Swamiji, and we pray to His Divine Holiness Swamiji for His choicest blessings, vibrations, huge success, and we now offer our Dandavat Pranams, love and devotion and gratitude at the feet of Swamiji, and offer the Atitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Laksham Yekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambham Nityanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Lalate Tripundri Nitila Krita Kasturi Tilakaha Puranmala Dharas Purita Katikaupi Navasanaha Dadhano Dustaram Shirasi Phanirajam Shashikalam Pradipa Sarvesham Arunagiri Yogi Vijayate Om Ganana Antva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvan Utibhisti Dasadanam Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha Om na karmana na prajaya dhane na tyage naike amritatvamana parena na kannihitang guhayam vibhrajade tatyatayo vishanti vedanta vijnana sunishchitarthas sannyasa yogat yataya shuddha tattva aha ते ब्रह्मलोके तु परा आन्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे दाह्रं विपापं परमेश्मभूतं यत्पुण्डरीकं पुरमध्यसग्स्थम् तत्रापि दाह्रं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन् यदन्तस्तदुपासितव्यम् यो वेदादौ स्वरः प्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः। श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वराभिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्नकुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञानविश्रुत सकलनिगमागमसारभूत द्राविडवेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ति सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरि शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्री परम शिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेनेत्याद्यनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्य वंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणे साक्षात् श्री परम शिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परम शिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परम शिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय। ओम ध्रुवन्ते राजा वरुणो ध्रुवं देवो बृहस्पतिः ध्रुवन्त इन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च राष्ट्रं धारयतां ध्रुवम्। ओम धूरसि धूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वतयोऽस्मान् धूर्वति तन्धूर्वयं वयं धूर्वामस्त्वं देवानामसि षष्ठितमं पप्रितमं जुष्टतमं वह्नितमं देवहूतममहृतमसि हविर्धानन्त्रिगम्भस्वमाह्वार् मित्रस्य त्वा चक्षुषा प्रेक्षेमाभिर्मा संविक्था मात्स्वाहि गुंतिषम्। ॐ श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। धूपमाघ्रापयामि। ॐ उद्दीप्यस्वजातवेदोपघ्नन्निरृतिं मम पशुगिश्च मह्यमावह जीवनं च दिशो दिश। मानो हि गुंसि जातवेदो कामश्वं पुरुषं जगत् अबिभ्रदग्न आगहि श्रियामा परिपातय। ॐ श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। एकहारती दीपं संदर्शयामि। ॐ अमृते अमृतोद्भवे अमृतवर्षिणी अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा। ॐ श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। नानाविधानि नैवेद्यानि निवेदयामि। ॐ सोमो वा ये तस्य राज्यमादत्ते यो राजासन् राज्यो वा सोमेन यजते देवसुवामेतानि हवीगुंषि भवन्ति य एतावन्तो वै देवानागं सवाः त एवास्मै सवान् प्रयच्छन्ति तयेनं पुनः सुवन्ते राज्याय देवसूराजा भवति। ॐ कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। कर्पूरनीराजनं संदर्शयामि। रक्षान् धारयामि।
So beautiful. Ganapati has blessed all of us. We will see everything auspicious in all our lives and for Kailasa. Everything. So we will be beginning the Ganesha's Brahmotsava. Ganapati is a Sarvamangala Swarupa, always auspicious. You can worship him for anything. There is no need for any preparation. Just you may be a Shaivite, Vaishnavite, Shakta, Gaumara, Ganapatya or Saura. You need to know even Vaishnavites worship Ganapati. Even Vaishnavites, before they start the puja, they pray to Ganapati and do Ganesha puja. In Tamil Nadu, they have a unique name for him, Tumbikkayalvar. And even Vaishnavites worship Ganapati. And Ganapati is worshipped by all Sampradaya of Hinduism. There is no Sampradaya which denies the place of Ganapati as the first god. All Sampradaya, it's like I say, there are some common things accepted by all Hindu traditions, all Sampradayas of Hinduism, like a authority of the Vedas, the absolute sacredness of the Om, the sacredness of Gomata. These are all non-controversially accepted by all the Hindu Sampradayas. In that, one major factor is Ganesha as the first god, Pratamam, is non-controversially accepted by all sampradayas. Whether you are a Shaivite, Vaishnavite, Shakta, Gaumara, or Saura, or Guru Parampara, any sampradaya, Tantra, Agora, Saiva Siddhanta, any sampradaya you may belong to. First, Ganapataye Namaha. You can have your own version of Ganapati. Like, each one have their own names given for Ganapati. But Ganapati is the first. Pratamam. That no one is denying or debating. Is the most auspicious, sweet God. Eats sweets, gives sweets. He himself is sweet. Paramashiva's message from Kailasa. Understanding the multiple dimensions of your existence can coexist without chaos and prioritizing simultaneously, spontaneously in you makes you chaos-free, stress-free, tiredness-free, incompletion-free, worry-free. Listen, I'll explain. Very simple thing I can tell you. Visualize yourself with the 25 heads of Paramashiva, 75 eyes. Now decide all your problems, difficulties, business, everything. You will think through these 25 heads and find solution. Please listen. These visualizations like 25 heads of Paramashiva, 75 eyes of Paramashiva, 50 hands of Paramashiva, all these expands your conscious elasticity. Mark these words. Mark this word. Conscious elasticity means capacity to conceive larger ideas, ideologies, principles, theologies without getting broken or damaged, feeling consistently all the multi-dimensions of your existence and the cosmos is organized, centered on you, your consciousness. Listen. If you feel in the waking state who you are and in the dream state who you are is absolutely unconnected and not even able to have connection, be very clear, it means you are highly stressed and almost broken inside. The multiple parts of you, dreaming part, visualization part, thinking part, emotional component, feeling component, deciding component, all this, if it is connected in sync, synergic, That is what I call conscious elasticity. It just gets pulled, pushed, dragged, but never gives way, breaks. Falling into dream state, falling into deep sleep, getting out of it should be almost like a sweet vacation. Sweet vacation. After Arunagiri Yogeshwara taught me the knowledge, Jyotish. Please understand, in Hindu tradition there are two. Jyotish means using conscious energy and aligning yourself with the planets and grahas, seeing the future flow of individual's life and the cosmic happenings. This is called Jyotish. This is consciousness based education. Then there is a next clerical, mathematical based education. It's called Surya Siddhanta. Using this conscious knowledge, predicting when is going to be the next solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, when is Amavasya. That's called Surya Siddhanta. Listen, that's more like a building the almanac, Panchanga. That's more a clerical job. Surya Siddhanta, of course, has multi-layer. This penning down the almanac is one of the important component of Surya Siddhanta. My Guru Raghupati Yogi, he was trying to teach me the Surya Siddhanta after Arunagiri Yogeshwara initiated me in Jyotisha. So, my Guru used to, in charcoal and chalk piece, both, he will draw the different planetary positions and star positions. And from the house, he will get that kolamavu. Kolamavu means the color powders which is used to make rangoli. He will make. So one day he was trying to explain how the multiplication of numbers as per the infinite logic. Listen. The binary logic's multiplication, all of us know. Whether you call it 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 into 2 is 4, or 3 plus 3 is 6, 3 into 6, 3 into 3 is 9. All this belongs to binary logic. But the square to the power of 3, these all belong to infinite logic. All of you need to know very clearly. All this deep mathematics is the gift from Hindu tradition, and I'll prove it to you all. Still, the Western mathematicians neither discovered nor imagined 90% of Hindu mathematics. By revealing all that 90%, I'll prove it is Hindu brain, source of mathematics, because numbers are living gods for Hindus. Please understand. I have seen my gurus. They will just draw the number and worship the number and manifest powers. Just like Varuna, Vayu, Indra, all of them are gods. Just numbers are gods. Please listen. when you worship cow as conscious existence, the amount of good things you receive in your life, only a cow worshipper knows. Same way, if you worship the Bhuma Devi as goddess, the amount of good things you get, only a worshipper knows. Why I insist on physically detoxifying you? Because if you physically detox yourself, you can grasp what I mean when I say numbers are gods. I've seen just in copper sheet, my gurus, they will write the numbers. Worship that number and reveal the great principles to me. Not only that, just by worshipping that number, they will manifest powers. Let me narrate this incident, then you will understand. Once my guru was trying to teach me the Surya Siddhanta, means how the Panchanga can be predicted and penned down. He was trying to show how the sun is center and earth moves around the sun and moon is around the earth, and the whole structure, including the sun, moon, the whole thing is also moving. He described in an elaborate way, and then he took a chalk piece, just drew some numbers on various parts of my body. The numbers belong to each graha, is directly connected to our internal organs. Each graha influences one of our internal organ heavily. And he drew that numbers on my body, and he drew that same numbers on external, on the floor. Explaining how when those grahas change, when those stars move, regular cosmic happenings like Amavasya, Purnima, how those things should be predicted or calculated. That is more like a calculation. It's not even prediction. But its influence on the humanity need to be predicted. Its influence on the individual's lives need to be predicted. My gurus were trying to map this whole science and explain this to me. I think almost the core fundamental structure of Jyotisha and Surya Siddhanta I am trying to explain. Chandaha padautu vedasya astau kalpoda patyate Jyotishaamayanam chakshurniruttam shrotramuchyate sikshakranam tu vedasya mukam vyakaranam smrutam. This is a very traditional verse. In any Gurukul they will chant this and make you repeat. It's a description. 6 angas of the Vedas in Veda Purusha's body. Jyotisham ayanam chakshu, meaning Jyotish Sastra is considered as eyes of the Veda Purusha. From this we understand that the Vedic astrology is as old as Vedas, or in other words, does not have beginning, anadi. This Shastra is also called Hora Shastra. Hora is an abbreviation of Ahoratram, meaning day and night. It means it is the systematic study of time and its components and parameters and its influence on physical, chemical, biological existence of what we know as life. Listen. One very funny incident happened when he was teaching me. I was so intensely immersed in his teachings. He was showing me, hey, this is Surya. This influences your brain thinking system. This is Rahu. He influences your liver. The actions liver performs physically, its influence on your thinking system, everything, if you map it to the description of Rahu, it will absolutely match. Guru, Brihaspati, is the decision-making mechanism which influences your will persistence, Agnya Chakra. Pituitary glands and its impact on your existence is directly Guru. He was explaining step by step how each of these grahas and their numbers and how they influence your lifestyle patterns, everything. I'll repeat exact one line. He was touching that Rahu description of how he was describing Rahu and touched my body. Infused that Rahu energy in my liver. I could see immediately so much happening inside me. I just vomited, literally, physically. Felt so fresh, alive, relieved. Of course, after cleaning all that place, everything, my guru has explained. ஈர நேர்பட்டா ஆயுள் நீளுந்தம்பி. In Tamil he said, if the liver is straightened out, life will increase. It is directly Rahu. Rahu is responsible for your longevity. Rahu can influence and put you in addictions and kill you, or he can keep you addiction free, or addicted to right habits and food and keep you happy, healthy for any long. This whole thing is related to your liver. If the liver decides to addict you for certain food, nothing can be done. Just by remembering that food, you will be forced, your whole system will be pushed to eat it. After eating, you will repent, but you will not stop eating. He said, integrity of the liver to the purpose of your existence makes you long, happy, healthily living. Because liver sends the signals about hunger and what kind of food you like, the taste, everything. The memories of the food and its taste flashing in your system and you being influenced to eat that same kind of food, timing, rhythm, everything is liver. Whether it is alcohol addiction, which is the worst, the best addiction is addicted to fasting. I am actually addicted to fasting. This eating was not my natural flow of existence. It just got unnecessarily added. That disturbed my health in multiple levels. Then now I reclaimed my original state back. See, all my gurus, major influencers of my life, Annamalai Swami, Raghupati Yogi, Isakki Swami, Ram Surat Kumar, Kuppammal, all of them are addicted to fasting. To make Raghupati Yogi eat even once in 3-4 days is like a most difficult job. Ram Surat Kumar, very rare. I tell you, very rare he eats His whole life lived on tea and BD. There is no such thing as regular food habit. Same way Annamalai Swamigal. Isaki Swami, absolute zero. If he eats once in 15 days, that is too much. Sometimes people try to come and ask me, Swamiji, in Hinduism, is it right to eat non-vegetarian? Is non-vegetarian okay? Non-veg சாப்பிடலாமா வேணாமா? ஏய் லூசு பசங்களா, இதையெல்லாம் போய் வேற யார்ட்டையாவது கேளுங்கடா. சாப்பிட்றதே தப்புங்கிறேன், இதுல நான் வெஜ்ஜா வெஜ்ஜான்னு வேற கேட்குற லூசாடா நீ. இதையெல்லாம் யாராவது ஏதாவது ஒரு கார்பரேட் சாமியார்கிட்ட போய் கேளுங்கடா. All the people who influenced me, who brought me up, are addicted to fasting. And I tell you, all my gurus and the people who brought me up, all of them almost lived 100 years. Very few, that also very few years less than 100. Like one of my grandmother who brought me up, 103. The another one, little less, 97. She is 103. She lived. Her name is Danakoti Ammal. She is one of the major influencer in my life. Till last, she lived as Swayambhagam, means she will not allow anyone to cook for her. Even though it's a joint family, she's the richest woman, means the whole wealth was under her hands. Because the whole wealth is in her hand, everyone used to waiting to get a chance to serve her, influence her, impress her. She left all her properties to all the, it's very dharmically she shared. You need to know, even though everyone used to try their best to influence her, serve her, till the last day, she will cook on her own and eat. Swayambhagam. Only once a day she will eat. All their lifestyle, eating habits has heavily influenced me. Let me explain my Guru Raghupati Yogi's words. Ira nerpada means if the liver is integrated, it creates right desires, which keeps you healthy, which continuously detoxes you, which creates taste for healthy things. I tell you, Nirahara Samyama is nothing but bringing your liver to integrity to your existence. The modern science is again and again proving what I am saying. The intermittent fasting changes liver enzymes and helps prevent disease, and it makes such a strong impact on fat metabolism. There are many researchers, some researchers in Australia have done, they use the state-of-the-art analytical tools to understand how intermittent fasting works on the liver and help prevent diseases. The findings has helped medical scientists working in cancer, cardiovascular, and diabetes research, developing new interventions to lower the disease risk, optimum health. Just because scientists are saying, I am not promoting, I am just giving the scientists and their research, all that is one more supporting argument. But my Guru's Pramana is far superior for me. Shastra Pramana and Apta Pramana is the most superior. Because I tell you, how easy to buy a politician, buying a scientist is the same as easy as buying a politician. Don't want to offend anyone, but can't hide the truth. If you are in the field of lobbying and you know how easy it is to buy a politician, same way, buying a scientist is also as easy as buying a politician. So, when it comes to life sciences, I will trust the people who can never be bought, Shastra Pramana and Apta Pramana, my gurus, than anything else. Maybe the scientists, Sakshi Pramanas, I can give as one more supporting argument. Anyhow, now listen. My addiction to fasting has brought not just health, 24/7 active, alive, intense living with multi-dimensional work. Listen, in 2003, the work I wanted to do in the Sacred Arts department, publication department, temple department, Gurukul department, which I dictated as the instructions, now I can repeat as it is and continue from there. And what all I completed, what all I need to restart, the whole thing is in my brain, stress-free. It is because my decision to coexist with all my internal multi-dimensions has made me live stress-free and gave me the conscious elasticity to live with the external things also, stress-free and coexisting. Listen. Your various dimensions, your dreaming part, your decision-making part, your emotional part, your violent part, your compassionate part, your loving part, your hating part, the multiple things happening in you, decide to assimilate all of it and bring everything to a larger, clear, connected, smooth way of existing. Listen, your conscious decision to integrate you can heal lot of conflicts inside you, bring lot of completion inside you. Like how the intermittent fasting alters your liver enzymes cycle pattern and heals your body. Unclutching is the most beautiful way, method, detoxes and organizes all your multiple personalities, multiple dimensions into one existing integrated being with a large conscious elasticity. Watch this satsang few times. So you can understand and internalize. If you do fasting, intermittent fasting, the liver enzyme pattern will change. Lots of addictions will be cleared. Your whole system will become healthy and will start getting addicted to healthy lifestyle, food, everything. Timing, food taste, everything. I am simply addicted to fasting as the first priority. Second priority, all my great feasting, like how you all, if you achieve something great and if you won the lottery or something great has happened in your life, how you wanted to celebrate. When you want to celebrate, what kind of food you decide to eat, the cheat meal or a feasting, what kind of food you like. Once in a while it's okay, let's throw party and eat. That time what you want to decide, that is what you consider as celebration. In my life, the biggest celebrations is Kanchipuram idli with nice pepper, no salt, pepper, all the organic ingredients. Kanchipuram idli with that karvepala powder or little puliyodharai. That's all is my highest celebration feast. Absolutely being addicted to right things which instigates, inspires healthy existence. I tell you, fasting makes you addicted to right things in the physical world. Unclutching makes you addicted to right things in the conscious world. In Tiruvannamalai, there was a great sadhu, Narayana Swami. Absolute, no food, no water, nothing. For years he lived like that. Very rarely when disciples force him, he may take just half a cup milk, that also very rare, like if the disciples beg due to their devotion, he will accept. Otherwise, absolutely no food, no water, nothing. He used to be just sitting in samadhi. And mauna, absolute silence. Once he wrote and showed me. I asked him. I used to regularly go and sit with him. Once I was insisting, give me one Upadesham, Mahavakya. Please project this photo. Tannai taan tinga tanmayamai amarndiru. I'll repeat. Tannai taan tinga tanmayamai amarndiru. That's all. It means let your body eat itself and you sit in unclutching. Wow. Tannai taan tinga tanmayamai amarndiru. I think he is born and brought up in Tirunelveli area, that belt. So the Tamil he wrote and showed clearly shows that accent words. Tannai taan tinga tanmayamai amarndiru. Listen. Allow your body to eat itself. Facilitate it with some lubrication like castor oil, haritaki powder. I am not saying deny vitamins, minerals. No, give all good things. Heavy juicing, start with it. Don't worry about, oh, what will happen if I don't supply vitamins, minerals, all the energy ingredients needed for my body. So don't worry at all. Give best supplements. Give everything in liquid form. Take pineapple juice, apple juice, whatever. And even the protein supplement, vitamin supplements, iron supplements, everything. Consult your doctors and take all the supplements. I am only saying stop this solid food habit. It is dangerous. Chinna settu poiruvingada. Eda thinutti saavaringa. Support, help your body to eat itself and go on detoxing itself and function with the whole cosmos and nature. Recharge itself from nature and rejuvenate itself from nature. It creates high level of awakened DNA. I tell you, listen. With this fasting, if you let your body eat itself, don't think you get only health. The multi-layer DNA in you gets awakened. You start existing more as consciousness. More and more of your conscious existence starts manifesting. In Stotra of Mariamman, Indrakshi, there is a beautiful line. Nityananda nirahara nishkalayai namo namaha. Indrakshi Stotram. I bow down to the Devi who is Nityananda, who is Nirahara, and who is embodiment of the whole. Nityananda nirahara nishkalayai namo namaha. Mahamayi. Indrakshi is Mahamariyamman, Mari, Mai. Indra Akshi means like Indra, thousand-eyed Devi. Devi with 1,000 eyes. Ayiram Kannudayal. That is why she is called Kannudayal. Mariyamman. Sahasra Sirsha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrabat. The Paramapurusha, the cosmos, is described in Purusha Suktam as Sahasra Sirsha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrabat, with thousands of eyes and thousands of heads, the Purusha. That Parama Purusha's Parama Prakriti, Parashakti is Indrakshi. Airangannudayal. The Parama Purusha's feminine expression, Parama Prakriti, Paraprakriti, Parashodasi, Parashakti, is Indrakshi, Mariyamman, Mahamai. The essence of today, what I wanted to convey, add more and more unclutching and fasting in your life every possible way. Add more and more juices like arugambul juice, neem juice, pineapple juice, pomegranate juice, apple juice, castor oil. Add like this lot of juices, liquids, even hot chocolate, coffee is okay. Add all of this. Allow the body to eat itself. Sit in unclutching. Allow the consciousness to rejuvenate itself, heal itself, upgrade itself. More and more. You will live a most beautiful, healthy, long life. Just like liver as an enzyme pattern, it releases certain enzymes and instigates you to eat certain food. It gives you the feeling of hunger, it gives you the feeling of satisfaction. Same way, your consciousness releases mental patterns in you, makes you feel happy, sad, excited, inspired, depressed. If you want to master your liver and integrate it with your life, do Nirahara Samyama. Living without solid food, at least for a month. We have systematically, beautifully organized this Nirahara Samyama. It's an evolved, well-established science now to give you the initial experience. Go to befoodfree.org, our website. Enjoy Nirahara Samyama. Same way, if you do Nirahara Samyama, your liver will be integrated to your existence. If you practice unclutching, your consciousness will become integrated to your existence. If you do unclutching, all your patterns, how the consciousness releases toxic patterns into you and influences your life, will be absolutely healed, changed. unclutching is a great blessing from Brihaspati Guru. And even Ashura Guru, Sukracharya, inspires you to live unclutched life and showers wealth, everything on you. Whenever I sacrificed my reactionary assumptions, anger, irritation, violence, everything in front of Kalabhairava, he always protected me and he is protecting me. That confidence made me more and more sacrifice all the reactionary assumptions and become absolute non-violent. Same way, I'm telling you from the young age how my gurus built me. They proved it to me. Hey, drop all your anger, violence, reactionary assumptions in front of Kalabhairava. He will protect you always personally. This built so much confidence in me to live non-violence. Same way, if you drop all your violent greed, possessiveness, demonic behavior to grab everything at the feet of Shukracharya by unclutching, Shukra showers you with wealth and blesses you. He takes care with all the auspiciousness. I tell you, I have so much more to add. We'll add in further satsangs. Unclutching and more and more fasting makes you live healthy, enlightened life. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.